inspired by Jake Baller ASMR. Love his channel, by the way. I said that in my other videos. Go check him out if you haven't. Today's video, I'm going to be doing my final thoughts on the NFL awards and the nominees and who I think should win certain awards. I've very much been anticipating this video because this year for the NFL has been very, 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 very so dynamic and so interesting. I feel like it's a great time to actually be a fan of football because it's been one heck of a season. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we got for the categories we have most valuable player, defensive player of the year, offensive player of the year, offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year, comeback player of the year, coach of the year, and assistant coach of the year. So I mean, should I start with the meat and the potatoes, or should I just start from the bottom? I think I'll start from the bottom and work my way up. So for AP Assistant Coach of the Year, we have 3 nominees. We have Ben Johnson, the Lions offensive coordinator, DeMarco Ryan, the 49ers defensive coordinator, Shane Station, Eagles offensive coordinator. Rightfully so, off of the rip, what I can say, it is between Ben Johnson, the Lions offensive coordinator, and DeMarco Ryan for me, the 49ers defensive coordinator. Don't get me wrong, the Eagles offensive coordinator has been phenomenal this year. Shane has been doing a great job with the Eagles because their offense has been utilized in the right way with all the play calling and how they utilize Jalen Hurts and the way that they have established the role Miles Sanders and AJ Brown. I still don't know how they pulled that off. It's the reason why the Titans GM got fired. I don't know how you let go of AJ Brown in his prime. What are you doing? But in Devonta Smith, they have 3 guys with over 1,000 yards. I think even 4. I think Devonta Smith, he might have been close, but I know Jalen Hurts had over 1,000 yards on the ground. Miles Sanders and AJ Brown. Crazy to think that and you have to be a nominee for that. DeMarco Ryan with the 49ers defense, scary. Definitely always been one of the consistent teams, and their defense year in and year out always gets better. I think the thing that's crazy for that is that every single year they always have at least one player emerge as like this supreme defensive player, and it's crazy to me because I'm like, usually guys get better every single year in a team, like on the side of each side of the ball stays consistent, but it's like every single year they're breeding like vicious animals on the defensive side, and I'm like, how is this possible? And it's like they have trade assets, strong trade assets if they ever want to get better, and all the talent is always from in-house, from drafting and everything. So the system that they got going there is crazy. But if I had to give it to somebody, I would give it to Ben Johnson, Lions offensive coordinator. There's a lot of people out there that want Ben Johnson for a head coaching job, but the job that he's done with the Lions cannot be overstated. The Lions have legitimately woken the NFL up and let people know that they actually are a team to watch in the future, and they are exciting football. A lot of people counted them out this year to think that they would finish second in their division right behind Minnesota, which honestly, let's be honest here, their record doesn't actually prove how good they were. I don't think the record that they ended with is actually a statement to how Minnesota was, because they played behind all year. And this is coming from a family's a Lions fan, so I know. But you cannot tell me that the Lions are not just much watch TV. Their games are exciting. They're always competitive now, and they play with a lot of spirit thanks to Dan Campbell. So I would go with Ben Johnson, but DeMarco Ryan is not a bad option because the 49ers defensive coordinator, that man's he's gonna get him an offensive, he's gonna get him a head coaching job too, because that man he's got the boys playing. But Ben Johnson, with all the play calling and switching it up, and how he's been using Amon-Ra Brown in like the slot and everything, and making him just always active on the emotion and everything. He's gonna get the most out of his players. I can tell you that for sure. Coach of the year, we have Brian Dable of the Giants, Sean McDermott of the Bills, Doug Peterson of the Jags, Kyle Shanahan of the 49ers, and Nick Sirianni. So for Coach of the Year, I think Doug Peterson is definitely a good nominee because what he's done for the Jags with Urban Meyer completely destroying that franchise and making us think that Trevor Lawrence was not actually sunshine. Doug Peterson is in the second half of the season and going into the playoffs before they played the Chiefs. An amazing, never lose the hope in Trevor Lawrence when he threw those picks against the Chargers. Didn't lose hope in him at once. You could tell that Trevor Lawrence was kind of thrown off. Doug Peterson wasn't phased. He believed in him, and that was exactly what Trevor Lawrence needs. And I think Trevor Lawrence will be in that talk of those AFC competitive quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence. He'll definitely be up in there in that conversation with them in the so coming years. Kyle Shanahan is the self-explanatory. The Niners are always year in and year out, always consistent. It's always just a quarterback play with them. They always have what's great going on, and one reason why I probably would overlook them is because at the beginning of the year they didn't start off pretty good, but with the GM going out and getting CMC, that actually added to the Niners and made them more of an explosive offense. With the Shanahan offense, Shanahan's offense is always one of the most interesting offenses to look at because it's just always something cooking up that you've never seen before. And it's like, what is Shanahan gonna pull out this time? And he's a good coach. I definitely think he's a good coach. But I don't know if he actually gets it. Because the guy that I think might get it, we're gonna get to him in a second. Nick Sirianni of the Eagles. Nick Sirianni has turned the Eagles around as well. I think the Eagles, what they finished off on last year, building on this year, actually is not overstated at all. That team, and what a lot of people will discredit them and say that they're playing a lot of nobodies, but I disagree that I think they're playing a lot of people that haven't actually reached to the point that they should be at, because it's not their fault that they're playing people that aren't winning games. So Nick Sirianni and the Eagles are a team that you have to watch out for. I think they still have a chance to make a run at the Super Bowl and do something special. At the time I'm recording this, it is Sunday, so today is the NFC and AFC Championship, so we will see who actually will be going to the Super Bowl. And this could definitely affect who wins Coach of the Year if it comes down to the Niners or the Eagles. Between those two, who can game plan? That, by the way, at that game, I think that game is and I saw somebody say this, so I'm not gonna take full credit for it. It's one in the trenches. Can the Eagles offensive line stop the 49ers defensive line and hold them off as much as possible? Can Lane Johnson stay healthy as well? I know he's having that issue up there. Can he play most of the game? So we'll see that. Sean McDermott, I think the Bills started off pretty good at the beginning of the year, dominant, but the second half they fell off. I would have considered it Sean McDermott as Coach of the Year at the beginning of the year, but at this point, I feel like the Bills underachieved towards the end of the year. I don't know exactly what happened to them, but it's kind of crazy. And who I think will win Coach of the Year is Brian Dable of the New York Giants. I think what he's done for the Giants truly is crazy, because who would have thought with the weapons, and not even the weapons, the team that they had, to be able to compete, to knock off Minnesota. And like I said, I didn't think Minnesota was that good because they won a lot of close games, and Justin Jefferson just wanted to be a freaking athlete and show how good he was. And of course, if you didn't know, he was on that LSU team with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. He just wanted to show how great he was. So why not? But I think Brian Dable with Daniel Jones, turning it around and actually showing that he has a lot of hope for the future between him and Saquon Barkley. If they can get a couple more pieces on the offensive side, they definitely can be competitive again next year. Saquon Barkley I'm so proud to see him actually have a dominant year. He's so deserving of being a Pro Bowler because this is the Saquon Barkley that we thought we should have saw with the injuries and everything. Us actually getting out to see it. I thought Brian Dable had a great year, but for me, I think it's definitely between Brian Dable and Doug Peterson. I think they have done the best of turning their organizations around and getting the most out of their players. The Bills, 49ers, and Eagles, these are teams that we thought were going to be good, but nobody could have said that they thought the Giants and the Jags were going to make the run they were going to make. So you add Brian Dable. So now we have Comeback Player of the Year. We have 3 nominees. We have Saquon Barkley of the Giants, Christian McCaffrey of the Niners, and Geno Smith of the Seahawks. I'm going to start with Geno Smith. I could definitely see Geno Smith winning Comeback Player of the Year. With the storyline of Russ and everybody leaving out, him going to Denver with the Let's Ride and everything like that, it made it seem like Drew Lock had the job that the Seahawks had no hope of possibly having a competitive year and that they were just going to be terrible. Tank, get a top pick, probably get Bryce Young or something. But Geno Smith went out there and he balled, had the best season of his life in his career. Geno Smith, I don't know if he'll do it next year though. I hope he does. But that man went out there and played his tail off and showed that Russell Wilson leaving didn't leave them high and dry. They had something to look back on, so they have something to build on next year. Christian McCaffrey has Comeback Player of the Year. I can see it with the injuries and everything else like that. I don't think he'll actually win it because I'm going to say Saquon Barkley's going to win it because the season that Saquon Barkley has actually had is something that you can't overlook. This is the Saquon Barkley that we thought we would see and that would be dominant when this man is running. You can't stop him. They don't call him the quad father for a reason. That man has legs of steel. And if he can keep this up, the Giants have a bright future, and he's caliber of like how Derrick Henry is. Like, you just gotta let him run. You can't really stop him because Saquon Barkley definitely is throwing people to the ground, and he's just a strong runner. For Defensive Rookie of the Year, I had Aiden Hutchinson win it, but Sauce Gardner. How do you not have Sauce Gardner winning this? Tariq Woolen, I mean, him and Sauce have 2 of the best rookie years as a corner that I've seen. Aiden Hutchinson, I was saying he's been up there as well, because he's had like 4 picks. I think the league leader is like a 6, and Hutch has like 4 of them. But I think Sauce Gardner takes this. He's cornerbacks of this year. Just seatbelt guys when they have thrown to his side in man-on-man coverage. He's been locking everything down. Same thing with Tariq Woolen. But Sauce is just, I think he wins this handily. I don't think there's been a better rookie on the defensive side as Sauce this year. I wish Hutch could win it, but I don't know if he'll get it. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we have Brock Purdy, Kenneth Walker, and Garrett Wilson. As of right now, for a good story, it will be Brock Purdy, but I don't think Brock Purdy will win it. I know he is like 7-0 as a starter, and that is something that's overstated. And the reason I can see him winning is because he's a quarterback and he plays for the Niners compared to the other 2 people on his list. Kenneth Walker, I think Kenneth Walker will probably win it because the run game that he's been establishing for the Seahawks has been kind of crazy. And who just doesn't love the nickname of K9? Sick. But I don't know. This is a tough one. I think Garrett Wilson has a strong case to win it too because that man, one of the only bright spots for the Jets at this point in time, because whatever happened to Zach Wilson is disgusting. I don't know. But honestly, I can see Garrett Wilson winning Offensive Rookie of the Year between him and Kenneth Walker. If Brock Purdy wins it, I don't know. I wouldn't be upset with it, but I think that would be so unfair to the other two because they've been doing it all season long. Now we're going to get to Offensive Player of the Year. And so we have Tyreek Hill, Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson, and Patrick Mahomes. I'm not even gonna waste time with this. If Justin Jefferson does not win Offensive Player of the Year, I don't know actually how this shapes up. Tyreek Hill is Tyreek Hill, of course, and with Tua being in and out of the lineup, and him still is wide receiver in the league that you have to watch out for. Jalen Hurts. I don't know how you just don't count him out and you're not appreciative of how Jalen Hurts plays. But I think Justin Jefferson, if he doesn't have the season he has, the Vikings are nowhere near as good, and I don't think they'll be good next year as they were this year. Justin Jefferson won them so many games. This man literally was gritty and everywhere, rightfully so gritty. And then Patrick Mahomes. I'm not gonna say Patrick Mahomes because he's in the MVP conversation, and I think he has a stronger case to win that. And I don't think Justin Jefferson has a chance at the MVP award. And I think Offensive Player of the Year is his to take. Defensive Player of the Year, we have Nick Bosa, Chris Jones, and Micah Parsons. I think Nick Bosa sweeps this. I'm not gonna lie to you. Chris Jones is underappreciated. I feel like when it comes to the defense, people say the Chiefs defense is shit, and when they refer to that, they need to be more specific because I think they're talking about the secondary. But the DBs and the safeties, they can be a little shaky at times. But the front, the defensive line with Frank Clark and Chris Jones and them, no, those boys are tough up there. Micah Parsons, I can definitely see him having a strong case at it, being used in so many areas. Coming off the edge, sometimes they have him pick up wide receivers at times and make him come all the way down the field and come down, which is insane for a linebacker. But I think Nick Bosa just wins this because Nick Bosa has been having a crazy year. He leads the league in sacks, I could have swore. And this man just is a terror. The way that I watch a lot of videos in the way that it's just his technique and how he gets off the line. He's running dudes over. So I think Nick Bosa wins it. Now lastly we have MVP. Most valuable player. We have Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson, and Patrick Mahomes. The reason, like I said, I gave Justin Jefferson Offensive Player of the Year because it is unheard of for wide receivers to win Most Valuable Player. It's a quarterback award at this point. You have to have an outstanding season. And I think with these players up here, I don't think there'll be a non-quarterback to win it in like the next 10 years unless somebody just explodes. I think Jonathan Taylor was the closest to actually be considered in my eyes, but Josh Allen, we're going to start off with him. At the beginning of the year, I could definitely see Josh Allen winning Most Valuable Player. He was my pick, but with something going on, Josh Allen for me is one of those players that when he has it rolling, it's so hard to game plan for him with terror. But when Josh Allen's in a slump, that man is dog shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. When he's in a slump, it's just so hard to watch. And it's like, what happened to him? Because you know Josh Allen can actually be Josh Allen. But it's like, when the slump comes, it's so hard. And it's like, you don't know when it's gonna end. And I definitely thought that this was his year to compete. But it's gonna have to be next year. Maybe that Bills curse is actually a true thing, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is not a bad choice for this, but I don't think Joe Burrow wins this because it's just the other two guys have had amazing season. And if you just don't account for these other two guys winning, then I don't know what football you're watching. seen his stats. Joe Burrow's stats are literally insane. But Jalen Hurts, and this is why a lot of people say, oh, the Eagles are this, that, and the third. Go and look at the stats with Jalen Hurts being out of the lineup and him being in it. They do not compete. If Jalen Hurts is not in the quarterback and he's not starting, they don't compete at all in my eyes. And he was my pick. But after this weekend, I definitely think Patty Mahomes gets it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he gets it because this man is thrown for 5,000 yards. Quickest to 20,000 yards as well. And with the injury that he sustained, him going out there and playing on that, I just think that he's the MVP at this point. I had Jalen Hurts because I thought Jalen Hurts should win it. Comparing his stats to the year that Cam Newton won MVP, Jalen Hurts' stats just blows his out of the water. And at least if he's not considerable for quarterback of the year, most valuable player of the year, what are we doing here? But I definitely think Patrick Mahomes wins it. I just don't think he doesn't. He's just super talented, and he just takes it. In my eyes, I just feel like Patrick Mahomes just takes that. But I have Jalen Hurts as a close second with Joe Burrow following behind. I think next year Joe Burrow might win it, but this year I just got Patrick Mahomes. There's just no way. With the stats he's been putting up and the way he's been playing, I think the only way Joe Burrow actually has a chance to swing the votings is if he knocks off the Chiefs and goes back to the Super Bowl. Because Patrick Mahomes, that's the only quarterback he has not beaten. Joe Burrow's 3-0 against Patrick Mahomes. And if Joe Burrow can make it 4-0, I think he swings it. I still think you will be dumb. You should be dumb. I would still think you would be idiotic to not give it to Patrick Mahomes, but I can see a lot of people swinging their votes if Joe Burrow goes back to the Super Bowl by knocking Patrick Mahomes off. And at the time of you seeing this, today is Sunday, so it is the AFC and NFC championship, so that determines who goes to the Super Bowl. So we'll see how that plays a factor, but those were my predictions on who I think should actually win. Who should actually win in the 2022 season awards. I think I did a pretty good job. Let me know down below who you had actually winning. Like I said, there's a lot of people that I wouldn't be surprised if Micah Parsons wins. I think Justin Jefferson has Offensive Player of the Year locked down. I would not be surprised if Brock Purdy by some instant wins it. But even though I think Garrett Wilson gets it, and with K9 being close, Sauce Gardner with Aiden Hutchinson being close, I think comeback player is Saquon Barkley. Coach of the Year is Brian Dable, but I wouldn't be mad with Doug Peterson. And Coach of the Year, Assistant Coach of the Year is Ben Johnson with DeMarco Ryan being behind him. So yeah, I really appreciate everybody getting to the end of this video. Like I said, this was so much fun to do, so